What's up, guys? Welcome back to another AMA. Good evening for the Philippines, and good afternoon, and good evening, good morning, rather, to other people around the world that are watching right now. Make sure to hit the like, share, and follow the page. What's up, partner? By the way, I am KM Inocencio, the streamer, influencer behind LOLOdi's page, and for Team CGG too. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you guys that are watching right now. How about you, partner?
Yeah, hi guys. So good evening everyone. So shout out to all the viewers out there. So this is Fudge of WTFUDGETV, also a streamer from Team CGG, and we all know what's up for tonight, guys. So how are you all doing, guys, tonight?
I think they can answer by commenting exclamation point notify. We are all good. Or in Tagalog, kumusta kayong lahat? Mga kaibigan, kapatid, kapamilya, I'd like to welcome you. Hindi na namin to papatagalin pa. I want you guys to read the pinned comment. It says here, LandRocker, Ask Me Anything, or AMA. Check out the pinned post in our page for the giveaway. Actually, there's a giveaway, partner. Actually, mamimigay tayo ng 4 na, basta makalalaman nila yan. Ha? Gcash ang ipapag-giveaway natin. Maraming salamat. Syempre, thank you so much for the Team CGG. And para sa mga makakausap natin na executive director and developer or sa team ng LandRocker.
Mabigat to, guys.
Yes. So for you guys to be part of the giveaway that we're gonna give to you guys need to comment exclamation point notify, like and follow the page, share the stream publicly on your timeline so that everyone can see or hear about this AMA LandRocker. And then, partner, ano ba yung mga tips mo sa kanila? What are the tips para maging effective ang ating isang AMA?
Guys, please participate, guys, okay? Huwag kayong mahiyang magtanong ng questions nyo for them, because of course, we all know that this is a very good opportunity for us to be able to ask the questions directly sa ating team, of course. So let's all have fun here tonight. Go ahead, don't be shy and ask all those questions in your mind, guys. Let's all participate, okay? So guys, shout outs to all of you. So what are we waiting for, brother? Shall we proceed?
All right. I think we're gonna proceed soon. And how about we check the icebreaker right now?
Yep.
So for the icebreaker, partner, this is gonna be LandRocker special giveaway, or for the partnership with Team CGG. I'd like to reiterate the social media links of our partner LandRocker and Team CGG. By the way, guys, heads up, what you're about to see right now is Ask Me Anything, and this is never a financial advice, and we protect each and everyone's investment here. We love you. That's why we're trying to give you all the details, all the things that needs to be answered. Meron tayong AMA for that. So I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. Partner?
Yes, let's go, brother. So guys, once again, okay, so just like what KM said here, so please always do your own research, guys. We're just here to help you guys, and we're gonna be the guidance that you guys all need. So we have our direct access here with the team, of course. So let's go, partner.
Yes, let's go. So make sure to check the pinned post on our page, Team CGG, so that you guys can actually join the giveaway, because there's mechanics, and those mechanics are pretty easy, partner. All you guys gotta do is like and share, provide proof that you followed and everything, blah blah blah, and all that shit. And let's go to the main event for the evening, man. Sir Eric and Madam Maral, can you hear us, sir and madam?
Yeah.
All right. I think they're ready, partner. How about we go and hop in to that next one, which is the main event of the evening. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. Hello. Say hi to the viewers and everyone that is watching right now.
Hi guys, so thanks for having me. My name's Eric. I am the CBDO for the LandRocker project.
I'm Maral. I'm the marketing director for LandRocker, and happy to be here.
All right. Just make sure, guys, na we are going to ask anything about LandRocker. All right? Because alam mo naman, brother, like everyone will be watching, and I think they can see na this two people are really awesome. They showed their face. What is it in you, partner, that is like, ano bang meron kapag nagpapakita ng face ang team ng isang NFT game?
It means, brother. I mean, if you're gonna have to, I mean, if you're an investor and you don't know the faces of who you're gonna invest into, so I think I'm not gonna be pretty confident with that. But if you know that you already saw the faces of these guys or these awesome people, so you're pretty much confident, right? So there they are, guys.
So I'd
Only
like to
in
repeat.
Team CGG. Yes.
Yes, only in Team CGG. So I'd like to repeat that Miss Maral is the executive director and Sir Eric is the CBDO for LandRocker. So should we start, partner?
Yes. Let's proceed.
So,
brother.
I mean, like, we have prepared couple of questions, but later we are going to pick some questions from the viewers so that you can be able to tell them like as if you guys are talking. All right?
Yeah.
So, for the first question, all right, I'm gonna read this one. Could you introduce a little bit about yourself and about LandRocker as well? Yan.
Sure. So I just moved recently from Canada to Dubai. I grew up there and did all of my school and everything up until university in Canada. I've been an avid gamer for over 20 years, almost 25 years now. And about LandRocker itself, so LandRocker is an upcoming play-to-earn game on Binance Smart Chain. We've been working on the design since 2017, actually. We started with a kind of mini game on mobile where players could mine on the surface of a planet looking for Bitcoin at the time, small amounts like Satoshis. And over the course of development and with really great proof of concepts coming to market like Axie Infinity, for example, we've been working on making a much more kind of well-rounded game experience around it. So now we have fully online multiplayer games with multiple different game modes where players can compete. And this is Marl, our marketing director. She can give you a little introduction.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm German Iranian. I did my university also in Canada. I got a specialist in marketing and a major in economics. And now I'm also here in Dubai working for LandRocker. And Eric already gave a great introduction to LandRocker.
So I'll go into a little bit more detail about what the gameplay is like for LandRocker. So we kind of have three pillars for the whole project: the play, the mine, and the earn. That's our slogan. So in the play modes, players can compete in battle modes and racing modes. These are all kind of level playing fields, so there's no pay to win in this. It's a kind of competitive mode that even can bridge into the esports world. So in the battle modes, there will be game modes like domination, team deathmatch, battle royale, all of the kind of shooting-based modes, and then racing modes, kind of sprint races, circuit races, both land and air races that players can compete in. By participating in these game modes, they can earn NFT mining tickets. So those tickets, you can either go directly to the secondary marketplace and sell them off and cash out, or you can exchange them in-game to launch mining expeditions. So in the mining mode, which is the second pillar of our game, we generate planets algorithmically using smart contracts and hide the tokens, NFTs, and in-game crafting materials within those planets. So at the point where the planet is created, all of those coordinates, the XYZ positionings, are all saved to the mainnet. And you'll have a limited amount of time to actually go on that planet with your vehicle, digging through the earth and kind of finding whatever you can find within that planet. And at the end of that mode, everything is validated against the positionings on the mainnet, and whatever you found ends up being transferred into your wallet. So that's the secondary mode. And then the last pillar is the earning, which obviously is very important in a play-to-earn game.
Yeah.
So the main earning does come from the mining mode, where you're finding resources that, like the utility token, you can go and sell these off, as well as NFTs. But we have also a crafting system where players can upgrade their vehicle, kind of improve the efficiency, upgrade shields and weapons and speed, capacity, all of these kind of different components. And you can craft these using the utility token as well as the in-game crafting materials that you find while you're mining. And as part of this, we wanted to encourage people to craft and kind of give a benefit to the original crafter of every item. So the original crafter of each NFT will always get a royalty every time that item is resold on the secondary market. So just by kind of playing and upgrading your ship and selling off the older components over time, you set up this kind of passive income that's coming in over time as those items get resold and resold. And in the earning as well, we have kind of building upon the idea of the scholar program in Axie, but simplifying it and using the technology to kind of manage a lot of this stuff. So right now in Axie, for example, it's a lot of manual work. You have to keep track of everybody's earnings and then kind of do the manual work in an Excel sheet and then manually transfer wallet to wallet bi-weekly or something. It's a lot of work. It scares people away from kind of scaling it up. You don't want to go above a certain amount of players because it's just too much work. You're transferring to 500 wallets every 2 weeks. It's a full-time job. Yeah. So all of this is handled in LandRocker using smart contracts. So whatever you agree upon with your scholars, whatever resource percentage you're splitting, that will automatically be handled by the game system, and all of the tracking happens in game. So you have a kind of dashboard where you can see who's working with you, how many resources they found, the distribution. So everything is really simplified and managed by smart contract. So that's kind of the game. Yeah. And another big component I haven't touched on yet, we do have a metaverse as well in LandRocker. Wow. So our metaverse is, it's functional right now. We have a 6-kilometer wide city based on the moon. Where now we're just working on kind of designing the internal features and the activities and different things in the metaverse. But we have a lot of plans for what we'll use that space for leading up to launch, including doing some live AMAs there, some scavenger hunts, some maybe NFT auctions, and even doing the land sale through the metaverse, where you can actually go and kind of explore this space. If you're looking to invest in this space, you can go with somebody from our team and kind of see exactly what's around and kind of really get a good imagination of what you can do with that space.
All right, that was a very how would you describe it, partner? Like the answer of Sir Eric Tolstoy gave lots of answers to all the questions in my head.
And for me, brother, I mean, that's how a real gamer answer.
A question. Actually, it's a first time, sir.
That he knows what he's doing.
Yes. And I'm really excited, partner, for their scholarship. They will be having this kind of dashboard that you can be able to see if your scholars aren't being effective enough.
Made it easy.
Yes. So I'm really excited for this. Actually, Sir Eric, just a bit of like 2 cents of what I did a while ago before I prepared. I tried to kind of manage all the scholars that we have. So it's very hard. I know for a fact that it's very hard.
Well, brother.
Yes, it's time consuming, and but the good thing is you're earning. That's it. But in LandRocker, they made a system that can help you and try to be efficient. All right,
yes,
let's move on to the next question. All right.
So for the second question, guys, could you share with us about your team members and their roles in contributing to LandRocker's success?
Sure. So, of course, the number one most important person to the project is our CEO, Hamid Fatalian. He was kind of the one who created the idea initially in 2017 before any other play-to-earn games were on the marketplace. He kind of was trading in crypto a little bit, had some Bitcoin, and was doing different things, and decided, why not try to make a game around this? And at that time, really nothing was coming out, so we kind of polished that idea, and it now is turned into what you guys are seeing today and will be playing in a few months. So that's number one. We have a great marketing team with Marl and Marusha, who are excellent at handling all of the negotiations with influencers and setting up kind of partnerships and different marketing campaigns. They're responsible for all of the ongoing giveaways that we have in our Discord and Telegram. So we've committed to always having some giveaway live at any point in time. I think we have maybe 4 live right now with a couple different partners, some internally. And there's always opportunities to earn a little bit of cash and earn some whitelist spots as well. myself, I'm leading the business development team, working on establishing partnerships with launch pads and other companies in the blockchain space, and advisors, and kind of everything that goes along with developing project. And then we have an excellent technical team as well. So our CTO is someone who just came out of the banking industry. So they have a lot of experience in kind of securing the technical systems around the banking industry. Obviously, it's a very high security business, so they're kind of bringing all of that knowledge into LandRocker as well, and helping make sure that everything is safe and secure. And we have great artists who are working on all of the designs, everything that you see visually, graphic artists, 3D modelers, everything down that road. Everything in the game is done internally, so even the sound design, all of the music, we have kind of a music team making their own compositions and adding that to the game. And then we have our game director, Daniel, who is really great at kind of managing everything that has to do with the game itself, and kind of taking the lead on making sure all of those moving components are working together well.
Alright. So, alam mo ba, partner, their NFT looks like a car. Alright? It looks like a drone and a car in the same, what do you call it, in one body. Alright?
Yeah.
So, for example, have you seen the drone from, what do you call this? DJI Phantom? Have you, like,
No, I'm sorry,
yeah,
I'm
it
not-
looks
not
like that.
familiar.
It looks like that. But the thing is, in LandRocker, there's like wheels, like
Yeah,
four
there's
wheels, right?
wheels on it.
Four
Yep.
wheels. And
Four
then
or more.
it looks nice, man. I mean, like,
Yeah.
is the team planning to create something like a toy that is a remote controlled toy, and then actually we can actually buy it from the market? Are you guys planning to do that? Because I'm really fond of remote controlled cars.
You know, that's a good question. We're so focused on making the digital versions of it right now. We haven't thought about that, but I'll
Nice.
definitely drop a suggestion.
Great idea.
Yeah,
We're,
maybe it can help market the game more.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
actually.
And then there's gonna be
We're-
like physical, like for example, LandRocker game is gonna be having a esports scene. Then there, it's gonna be like remote controlled competitive game, like the actual game, right, man?
Yeah.
I'm writing down that right now.
We're announcing a kind of design contest for our rovers as well. So we're going to kind of give people a clean slate without any color design on it, and they'll be able to submit their own designs for NFTs, which will actually end up making it into games. So I think that's coming in the next 2 weeks. We'll announce that. So if you guys are following the Discord or Telegram, you'll definitely find out about it.
Alright. I'm really excited, partner. Kasi fan talaga ako niya mga ganyan, like remote-controlled cars and everything. Let's go to the next question. Strategic partners are always seen as one of the most important parts of every project. Who are your partners? Can you please like elaborate and introduce them to us, sir?
Yeah, sure. So we just announced a new partnership with Helicon NFT, who's another big player here in UAE as a blockchain company. Their history is in the kind of events planning and management business. So they were the ones that put on Blockchain World in Abu Dhabi in December, where we hosted our first LandRocker tournament live. They're also working on their own play-to-earn game, which will be an RPG game coming in the future. They offer an NFT marketplace where we'll probably see the LandRocker NFTs in the future. And generally, they're helping us out a lot with marketing, kind of co-branding, certain things like that. In the future, we are working as well on some other projects with them to bring more through the partnership outside of LandRocker. As well, we have a few advisors around the world who are helping us with certain things like the kind of tokenomics, which is a big part. So we have two university professors in Cyprus at the University of Cyprus Nicosia, who are kind of helping us design the tokenomic models and burn mechanisms and everything surrounding the kind of in-game economy. This is something that a lot of people have been asking about that we have not yet published, but I think by the end of this week, we'll make it public. I've shared it with a few kind of closer partners now and kind of getting their final feedback, and then we'll make it public. This is obviously the core of any play-to-earn game. We've seen some games come and go very quickly because they've had issues with their tokenomics. And so we haven't been in a rush to kind of put this out and have any mistakes. We want everything to be perfect for a very long lifespan. Other partners, we're working now to kind of make some partnerships with some influencers around the world to create content for the game and kind of become brand ambassadors. So I think that's it off the top of my head right now that I can officially announce. We are working as well right now with Bluezilla in negotiations to kind of get their support for Launchpad, and obviously that comes with a lot of marketing support from their side, as well as a number of kind of VC companies who are interested in investing and also kind of sharing some marketing efforts with us to help boost the game leading up to launch.
All right. In terms of tokenomics, I just want to add, sir, how would you call the token for the LandRocker? How are you guys? Have you released it, like the name of the token?
So we have two names planned. We have a utility token and a governance token. We haven't published it yet because I don't want somebody to come and swoop in and launch some scam out of it. But right now the tokens are live on the BSC testnet, and they'll be published. The names and the everything about them will be published very soon.
All right. In the timeline, when are we gonna expect this to happen? Like for the listing, for example, or for the roadmap to be clear, when will be the game released to the public? Like a rough estimate, sir. We're not trying to pressure you. Yes.
So for the game itself or tokenomics?
The game and the token. I mean, the token comes first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the game, we're going into alpha testing very soon. Today, actually, we shared a downloadable version with all of our mods on Discord and Telegram and a few other partners. They're able to jump in and start playing the game and kind of give us their initial feedback. And very soon, we'll be opening within the next couple weeks our alpha testing. So you're able to sign up for alpha and beta testing on the LandRocker website, and we'll do a kind of lottery system to let a certain amount of players in. And then after we do the alpha testing, we'll take the feedback from that first round, put it into the beta version, which will go live in the beginning of March. So we'll do another kind of invite round there with a few more players and get a second round of feedback. And the game launch is coming towards the end of Q2. So we're looking at June 2022 for the early access launch. Now, for the tokenomics, everything should be published by the end of this week. We'll make everything public around that. Right now, we're going through a kind of process for audit. We want to make sure that this is done before taking any private or public investment. So as soon as that process is done, we're opening the private round. The public sale of the token will come a little bit closer to the game launch, kind of leading up into the game. So you're not holding the tokens too long between the public sale and the time where you can actually use them and play the game.
All right. I mean, like, we'd be willing, sir. We're not trying to ask it. I mean, like, we're gonna be willing if ever Team CGG will be having a place on the alpha test or beta test. Why not, partner?
Yes,
What do you think? We are actually, sir. I'd like to introduce Sir Fudge again. He's a streamer too. I'm a streamer too. We'd be willing to play the game. I mean, like, for the testing
Very
and for us to like showcase the game. Or even Team CG, other streamers from Team CGG would be willing to help you guys to test and whatnot and market
Showcase as well.
the game. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Why
What do
not?
you- well,
Ayun.
let's do it.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
So my
Done
seed,
deal.
I mean, like, my wallet address is Joe.
CA.
All right.
Joe.
All right. All right. For the next question, brother.
All right, so could you please describe LandRocker's tokenomic and what are the use cases of the token, the utility token and the governance token?
Sure. So we do have two tokens in the game, the utility token and the governance token. The utility token is used for in-game activities such as crafting, for example, and certain actions in the metaverse. We're looking at even doing possibly our land sale using the utility token. Although it's not as good for fundraising for us, it helps all of the player base, because if some company wants to come in and buy a piece of the land through LandRocker, instead of paying with BNB or BUSD or something like that, they need to actually go and buy the utility tokens off the players to be able to buy those pieces of land. So kind of supports the whole economy instead of just quick fundraising. So we're looking at that as well for the utility token. Governance token is mainly for staking, and of course you get some kind of voting rights with that. It's really important for us that we get kind of everybody's feedback. So we're really encouraging everybody in alpha, beta, and early access launch to share any feedback with us, help us kind of make the best possible game that we can. So I will say one thing about the utility and governance token that we're doing a little bit differently than most other companies in the space right now. We're only doing a public sale and private sale for the utility token, and the governance token is automatically distributed to the people who invest in the utility token. Instead of kind of selling them separately, you're kind of investing in the project as a whole, because we feel like if someone is supporting us very early and buying into the utility token, that's someone we want to give some kind of voting power to. That's someone who believed in the project, and it makes sense to kind of pair them together.
All right. That was a very, I mean, like, this is not a pageant, but that's exactly what I wanted to hear. Yes.
Exactly right.
Actually, for the next one, the question will be, what is your marketing strategy that will help expand LandRocker's community and make LandRocker become more popular?
Marl, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, there's lots of things we're doing right now. As Eric mentioned, we're doing nonstop giveaways. We're giving back to the community. The alpha testing is a big thing. We're gonna give influencers versions to play, to stream. We're talking with lots of influencers, especially in the Philippines, to help represent LandRocker and share it with their audience. We're also planning some tournaments in the future, and like an esports field where people can actually play the game and compete together. Lots of things planned.
All right. I'm really excited. Actually, I'm really excited to be one of those streamers. If ever. If ever. All right, let's go on. How about
Just in case.
let's go on. Brother?
All right. So security is also an essential corner. So how could users ensure security when playing game or invest in the LandRockers?
Sure. So like I mentioned earlier, the CTO who's kind of managing all of the technical side of the project does have experience as a CTO in the traditional banking industry. So he's bringing a lot of that knowledge and experience for securing people's fiat currency into the blockchain world and into LandRocker. And also the audit is of course very important. We are working to get our audit done through CertIC. I think is the number one choice to kind of give people peace of mind in exactly what they're investing in. At the end of the day, we want everybody to know exactly what they're getting into when they're investing in LandRocker. That's why we're opening up the alpha and beta testing and kind of letting people get some hands-on experience before doing any private or public sale rounds. We really want to be transparent with everybody and let them see exactly what they're going to get.
All right. I'm just going to go back. One of the questions from the viewers, all right? This question came from Albert Makawili. I mean, like the tokenomics was shared, but there's a question that is very interesting here. It says here, how much is the total and circulation supply of your token? There you go.
So I'm not looking at the exact numbers right now. I know the total supply. So utility token, there will be 10 billion total tokens. And the circulating supply at TGE is somewhere around, I think, 10%. And then slowly there's a vesting schedule that releases this back into the game. as well as the in-game incentives. But our big goal is to have a balance with the utility token where the tokens that people are spending on in-game activities are cycling back. So we're not needing to inject a lot of tokens into the game and increase the circulating supply. We can kind of recycle these in a loop where the same tokens that are being spent on crafting, for example, are going back into those planets as rewards. It's very important for us to keep the circulating supply relatively low. We don't want, of course, any inflation, and we're planning some kind of burn mechanisms as well to keep that circulating supply down. The governance token, I think there's 180 million governance tokens, so definitely a lot more rare on that side. And the circulating supply at TG is also about the same. So later this week, when everything is published, you'll be able to go deep into it. And if you have any other questions about the tokenomics after we publish it, you can go to the Discord. We have a Ask the Developers channel, and we're very busy lately, I'll be honest, so we might not answer within the first couple hours or even the same day, but we will get back to you. So anytime you have any questions, you can contact us there.
I'd like to add to this comment from Sir Mark Montoya. He said, is there renting in the game like in other NFT games? Like, would be the players be able to rent their cars, or how do you call it? Do you classify it as a car? How do you...
We call them rovers.
Rover. There you go.
Smart
Rovers. Yeah.
You know. So we are working on a renting model. Definitely you'll be able to do lending kind of through the guilds, like a scholarship program. And we're working on direct kind of short-term lending as well, where you can list something for a fee and lend that ship out and all of its components for a certain amount of time. I haven't mentioned yet, I think it's one of the coming up questions, but the vehicles are actually made up of all kind of different components. So it's not one NFT that's a complete vehicle. They're kind of like Lego pieces that you can combine different things together to kind of fine tune it to exactly what you want out of that vehicle. So even if you find, let's say, an upgraded shield in the future, you can just swap out that old shield, sell it off on the marketplace, and plop in the new one. So it's kind of a set of all of the combined pieces.
Nice.
Right. Very interesting game, partner, right?
Yes.
Very interesting game. All right, for the next one, it's gonna be, what are the roles of the NFTs in the LandRockers ecosystem you just mentioned, and what is the unique feature of the NFT marketplace? Nasagot na din to. Actually, you answered this too. To other available NFT marketplace. So, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I kind of jumped a little bit. I guess. So yeah, obviously the NFTs play a big role in kind of increasing your mining efficiency. We didn't want to make a game where someone else spending more than you and kind of investing more than you impacts your ability to play as someone who's playing on a budget, let's say. So it's only really directly impacting your earnings, and you're not taking away from somebody else. It's not like a competition there. So the NFTs in the game itself for the battle mode and race mode are kind of cosmetic upgrades that just are for bragging rights, really kind of traditional games to keep everything level. And then the mining mode is where those functional NFTs come in. As well, we're working for the future to add actual galaxies as NFTs and planets that players can own and then get a percentage of anything found within that planet, kind of as the royalty for having bought that galaxy where other people are coming to mine. And as well, there's NFTs in the metaverse side of things, including kind of outfits, different things for your avatar, as well as the land that we have there.
All right. And then how about I publish another comment right here from JC, Sir JC. It's there on the graphics. He said and asked, most play to earn games start giving away a lot of tokens to the first few players, and for a short period of the time, the game is profitable but not sustainable. And because of that, its value soon decreases. How is LandRockers designed and how can you guarantee long-term profitability? All right.
So it's a good question. Definitely, that first sentence, I find that's an issue with some of the games that are coming to market, because if you pump too many tokens out at once, there's only so many tokens that each individual player can actually use and spend in the game. So they end up going to the marketplace and dumping the rest of them, kind of killing the price for everybody else. So really, it's about kind of controlling the supply and demand of the tokens. So there's certain activities, like I mentioned, like the land sale, we're looking to do using the token instead of an external token, because then it encourages people to have to go to the marketplace if they want to invest in this. They're not helping BNB price go up by buying a lot of BNB off the marketplace to buy our piece of land in game. They have to actually go buy utility token from the players. So we kind of want that healthy cycle and healthy balance between the players who want to quickly cash out and put their tokens for sale on the marketplace and the incentive for people to come in and buy them off of them. So that's really the most important thing, to kind of keep a healthy long-term ecosystem for the game itself. So yeah, really just kind of controlling the amount of tokens that we're putting out into supply and only scaling that up with the player base, so that there's never a saturated market where everybody is trying to sell off their tokens. And like you see, I don't know what SLP is at now, a cent or less right now, because the supply isn't balanced with the demand for breeding. So that's really our goal.
All right. So let's go on to the next question that we prepared, brother.
All right,
Would
brother.
you-
I think I'm gonna have to jump into the next question because
All right.
JC just asked what the next question is, and that's regarding the long-term goals
Uh-huh.
of LandRocker. Okay,
All
so
right.
moving on to the next question, sir. COVID-19 has slowed down many economies around the world, but as crypto business, does it affect you negatively or positively? Are you still on track to achieve your goals, or are you planning a new development?
You know, I mean, it's definitely impacted a lot of things around the world, but being a kind of tech-based project, as long as the development team has access to their computers,
Yeah.
they're able to keep pushing ahead. And if anything, maybe there's less distractions in this post-COVID world where you can't go out so much and go to the restaurants and bars and stuff like this. You have to spend more time inside. I don't think it's really affected the development process too much. Other businesses that we're doing definitely has more impact as Infinite 8. But for LandRocker, I don't think there's been any kind of delays around COVID. It's all been pretty smooth sailing, and definitely, yeah, we're still on track to follow the roadmap and exactly plan for launch in Q2 2022.
All right.
All right.
So going to the next one, sir. According to the roadmap, what are your most important next priorities? Does your team have enough funds and a strong community to achieve those milestones, sir?
So the biggest next milestone for us is the alpha and beta testing. That's really our first kind of large-scale player testing, and we're really excited to get the feedback for it. Obviously, token sale surrounding this as well is very important. A lot of people are waiting for access to the private sale as well as the public sale, so they can kind of jump in and get involved and invested in the projects. Those are our next two big priorities, along with the audit that goes with the token sale. Definitely, yeah, the funds are no issue. Up until this point, we haven't taken any external funding for the project. We have existing business in the VAS space, so we work with telecom operators all over the world in over 30 countries for providing kind of casual gaming apps and sports and entertainment apps. And those telecom operators like Do and Etisalat and T-Mobile, Vodafone, they all work with us as kind of payment solutions. So those profits that we make off that side of the business are able to get the project to where it is today and keep pushing up past launch.
All right.
And one thing I want to add about the roadmap, we're kind of speeding up right now. So you might see some things changing in the roadmap, things like NFT minting. Before we weren't planning an alpha test. Now we're going like, okay, let's do this alpha test as soon as possible. So yeah, stay tuned for changes in the roadmap for the better. We're not pushing anything back.
All right. The commitment, no? The dedication of the team. It's there.
Yeah, we need to.
Yes, let's go.
I can really feel the fire burning inside the teams of, I mean, in the team of LandRocker. I just want to ask, alam mo partner, the good thing about having a roadmap is for us players or investors to know when to step into a project. And I mean, and the
exactly.
sad thing is for other people like small investors, they have this feeling that maybe those big whales, after quarter one, the price will go down because the whales started on the Q1 and on the Q2 they're gonna sell. How would you protect like us, the small investors?
Small
How
investors.
would the team buy back, or what are your plans, sir and madam?
So the biggest kind of anti-whale thing with the tokens is a kind of healthy vesting schedule around it. So I see some projects that within 6 months, the private sale investors have all of their token supply already that they got at a significant discount. So that person has a lot of incentive to just sell it off, take his 50%, maybe 100% profit, and move it into the next project. So we do have a reasonable vesting schedule for private investors. It's about 18 months. So you're looking at a year and a half before all of those tokens are available. So if one of those private investors wants to dump the portion of his tokens that he has in the first quarter, let's say after launch, he's kind of hurting his own future value of the tokens because he still has 80% of them that are coming in the future that he wants to protect. So that's one of the major things. As well, we're working on some kind of airdrop incentives to incentivize people to hold the tokens for longer periods of time. So there will be milestones where, based on how many tokens you're holding in your wallet, we'll airdrop rewards based on that.
All right, nice. I mean, like that's the only thing that bothers me when I keep on thinking about when am I gonna step in, step out from the project, and that's it. There you go, guys. All right, brother.
So for the last question, guys, does your project support staking programs? And if yes, how does your stake system work? What is the requirement for users if they want to stake in your platform? Do you have a token burning plan to increase token value and attract investors to invest?
There's a lot of questions in that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do have kind of the traditional staking model where you can stake the tokens and gain your kind of passive income. Pretty standard across most projects. Another concept that we're working on for staking right now is around the land sale. So we haven't finalized the plan yet, but what we're looking at doing is before we actually sell off the land, we'll allow players in the metaverse to stake towards a piece of land before it's sold. And then when that land is sold, anyone who staked towards it gets a cut of the selling price of that piece of land based on how much of the pool that they staked towards it. So again, kind of letting players have access to the land sale and kind of making a little bit of profit off of it. So those are a couple things we're planning with staking. Really, the only requirements for it are to have the tokens and be willing to kind of lock them up for a period of time to start earning that yield off them. The burning plan, yes. So we were working on a burn mechanism as well as a buyback program. The burn is most likely going to come from the team percentage. So as the time goes on, we'll burn a small percentage of the team token shares. This we're still finalizing the model, but absolutely there will be a burn mechanism. And as well, something that we're doing with the tokens to kind of add excitement, because obviously after a game launches, after they do their initial fundraising through public and private sale, the main revenue comes off of the secondary marketplace sales of the NFTs and everything like this. So we're actually taking a percentage of those sales and putting it back into the kind of treasury for the community. So every time we hit a certain milestone, we'll put a kind of big ticket reward into the mining. For example, we might put some Ethereum or a Bitcoin or something at every milestone that we hit when that community treasury grows to that level, so that one lucky player, a few lucky players at each time are able to actually find kind of life-changing money. There's obviously it's exciting to be able to earn maybe $20-$30 a day playing a game. This is excellent, but having the opportunity, it really depends on kind of the scale of the secondary marketplace sales. But let's say even once every 4 months, we are able to put a Bitcoin in the planet, and somebody in our player base will end up with 1 Bitcoin at that point in time. So we're really looking to kind of give back, because the community is what's most important in these type of games. If the players aren't happy, then the investors aren't happy. Nobody's happy. I'm not happy. It's terrible.
Yes, actually.
It makes sense to kind of dedicate a certain amount of that secondary marketplace revenue directly back to give backs for the community.
All right, thank
So the burn mechanism and the buyback, we'll also share this very soon, so you guys can go into detail on it.
All right. I'd like to ask, in your esports scene, I saw a video on YouTube. I think that happened in Dubai Expo. Was that it?
Yeah. Yeah, we read.
I saw, like, how did you guys end up planning to actually host an event? Like, I can see the video, partner. If you watched it, partner, you can see a lot of people that, like, they're playing and battling to each other as if they're trying to play Counter-Strike or Valorant or what you call it, whatever game that is. Yeah. And how did the team ended up putting that event into place? Yeah.
Sure. So that was actually that wasn't at Dubai Expo. That was at Blockchain World in Abu Dhabi. That was hosted by Helicon NFT. This is actually before we partnered with them, but I'd been chatting with them for a little while, and they actually contacted us only, I think, 2 days before that event happened, saying, you know what, we have space on the gaming stage. You guys want to come out and put on a tournament? We'll put up the prizes and kind of organize it. We have all the equipment and everything ready to go. So we had about 2 days crunch time to get the final version working, and
they messaged us. They said, we have the same slogan, and if that's not fate, I don't know what is. Play, mine, earn.
All right.
Yeah, so it was really, really an amazing turnout. That was the first time we got live feedback from people who weren't part of the team, who weren't directly involved in it, and yeah, it went really well, and we're excited to do more live tournaments in the future.
All right. So for the questions, and I think the viewers are really waiting for this time, no? So these questions will be coming from the viewers. All right. So who among the questions, brother? How about you pick some questions and have a read?
I already chose one, brother, and I'm publishing it right now.
All right.
So
Sure.
give me a sec. All right. So this question is from Jay Sante. He says, if ever, can we send our own designs of our drones for you to make it possible?
So, like I mentioned, we're doing a design contest very soon for people to submit their own designs for the rovers, and we'll do a kind of vote. We'll pick maybe the top 10 or top 5 best submissions, and then let the community decide which ones they like most. And those will end up in-game as NFT. Also in the future, we're doing some collaborations with different artists who are interested in doing some kind of collections of vehicle designs and skins. And we do have the plan in the future to let any player kind of submit their own design and get it minted in-game, and even sell that off to other people if they have a kind of cool logo or design that they want to add to the vehicle, and other people in their community want to kind of support them and buy that NFT off them. We're supporting that too. We're also looking at even for streamers, maybe for CGG and other kind of guilds and groups like that. we're looking at maybe doing some kind of custom designs where someone in the Team CGG family, for example, can rock those colors, the logo on their vehicle, and kind of be proud to show off that they're part of that team. So that's something we're looking forward to too.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
All right. Sir Eric, I think the camera is like, I mean, like, I encourage you to turn on and turn off your camera if that's possible, because
Yeah, let me try here.
yeah, maybe it's because of the connection or anything. But I'll try to pick one of the questions. There you go. This is a bright question. I mean, like, I like this question from Jasper C. Will there be limited NFT supply, or are you guys planning or breeding? Are you planning
So
for
there's kind of
breeding? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a mix of both. There will be certain items that are capped and limited, stuff that you can get in the early phases of the game or find through mining. But then we don't have breeding, obviously, because the vehicles don't really
Yeah.
get it on with that. But
That makes sense. That makes sense.
we have a crafting system that kind of follows the same idea. So while you're mining, you're finding these crafting elements. We have 8 elements from the periodic table, and they're in different kind of rarities and supplies. And when you're going to craft, you need to use these elements that you found along with the utility token to make a new item. So there's kind of different blueprints, let's say, where you can have different levels of shields, for example, that you're trying to make. And if you have all of the required material for that blueprint, then you're able to mint that NFT. And the items aren't all exactly the same. So if you go to craft an NFT, there is a randomization of the stats that happens when it's being created. So that ensures that there's not a kind of really saturated market of all of the same NFTs. Everything will be unique and kind of variable based on what roles the stats had when it was crafted.
All right. I'd like to add. Will there be a maintenance for the rovers? But knowing that it's a rover, I mean, like, does it need fuel, or do you need to recharge it? How do you maintain your rover? Is it part of the burning mechanisms?
We haven't planned anything for maintenance per se, but we are looking at in the future doing a kind of higher risk, higher reward mode, where if you die, for example, in that higher risk, higher reward mode, then you can potentially lose some of the NFTs that you've brought into that mode, or maybe you have to kind of repair it afterwards with the utility token, let's say. This is something we're planning a little bit in the future after the early access launch. And of course, the rewards in those modes will be balanced out so that it's worthwhile for you to kind of take that risk, because what you're standing to gain is a lot more valuable, let's say.
All right. How about, partner, you pick one question from the viewers?
All right, so I have one here. So here in the Philippines, most of the scholars are using mobile phones. So we have a question here from one of our viewer. Will they be able to play this with their Android phones or iOS phones?
Yes, so Android phones, we have a working version. iOS, we have a working version as well. But with iOS, there's a lot more restrictions with the kind of Apple Store getting things listed. But the game actually started first on the Android platform in the early stages of development and kind of bridged over to PC. And we've just now kind of repolished that Android version. So that'll be included in the closed beta testing. We'll probably do a week of the PC version and then a little break and then a week of the Android version. Obviously, it's important to us to kind of give access to as many players as possible, and the Android players is a big chunk of the market. So, yeah, in short, you'll be able to play on your Android.
All right. Will we be able to play it with the use of controllers when we are on the PC, sir?
Yeah, we have right now. I've tested it both with PlayStation controller, Xbox controller. Personally, I usually use the keyboard. I find a little bit
Easier.
more accuracy with the mouse. But yeah, it is supporting controllers as well.
All right. How about I choose one? All right. It says here. Ito. There you go. A question from Irvin Maglantay. It says here, are you planning to enter the competitive mainstream? I think he's asking or she's asking if ever is the team going to host official tournaments all around the world?
Yeah, we would love to. We're talking now with Helicon about the next kind of blockchain world they're going to host and where it is. We'd love to do another tournament there. And we're talking with a few kind of parties involved in the esports scene. Because all of the standard game modes are kind of level playing field, it can be that kind of competitive mode where players can really have a fair playing field to test their skills. And kind of the team play is a big part of the strategy for our domination mode, for example, where teams have to fight each other to try and capture certain points on the map faster than the other team. So definitely, yeah, if we have the support from the esports community, we'd love to host as many tournaments there as possible.
All right. How about you, Brother Fudge?
Brother, I'm trying to find because most of the questions here
Are answered.
Eric has already
Yes.
answered it, so we don't want to
Yeah.
be redundant in here. So let
All
me see.
right. Let me see. I mean, like, I'm gonna pick another one.
Mhm.
And then I think that's gonna be it for the
Yes.
AMA. Kasi alam mo yung partner, it's very we are privileged to have this talk with you, Sir Eric and Miss Maral, because I mean, like, everyone have been waiting. Actually, our editors and our research team and our marketing team, they've been telling me that this game is really interesting. And when I tried to watch the content that you tried to
Yes.
explain a while ago, I mean, like, it's very interesting because of the game and the
graphics.
feels of you in the tournament scene. That's what I miss, man. Like, before,
competitiveness.
yeah, the competitiveness. And I think this is the first game na that showcase the competitiveness or skills na isang player, no,
Yeah.
brother? All right.
That's actually true, bro.
Yeah, we wanted to make a game that kind of traditional gamers are interested in playing. And a big thing for us is not to have a very high barrier to entry. Like certain games, you have to spend over $1,000 to begin playing the game.
Yeah.
And even myself, like, I'm in this space, and it's really hard to justify spending so much money just to start playing a game. So that's one thing that a traditional gamer who's used to spending at most like $60 on a new PlayStation game, and they'll never spend any more than that. That to us is the most you should have to spend to start playing a game. Of course, you can invest further after you kind of get into it, but at least to begin with and experience the battle modes and the race modes and start earning a little bit. It's a very low barrier to entry because we do want to attract people from the traditional gaming space, people who are in competitive gaming, to come in, learn about crypto, and then it doesn't just help our game, it doesn't just help the play to earn space, it kind of helps the whole crypto space as a whole, because you need those things, exciting people to come in, learn about it, start earning a little bit of tokens, set up a wallet, do all of those things, and then they start kind of understanding it more, investing in other tokens, and overall, like, the value of crypto as a whole goes up.
All right. How about you, brother?
I
Marami
guess
ba
we're
nabili-
all good here in
We're
regards
all
to this
good.
one,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, like, any reminders towards our viewers right now. I mean, like, they've been hearing all of the information that they deserve to hear. So, for your last remarks, what will be it?
So first, you can definitely head over to the website and sign up for the closed alpha and beta access if you guys are interested. We will obviously have some unique rewards for the people who participate in those testing periods. Always doing giveaways on our Discord and Telegram, so hop in and kind of participate in those. You can earn some cash, you can earn some whitelist spots, and some NFTs in the future. I'm really looking forward to kind of getting the game out there in people's hands, hearing the feedback. We're really excited to talk to everybody and kind of get their feedback, and we're always open. Like we answer all our DMs. We kind of are very transparent with everything we're doing with the project. So our biggest goal right now is to grow the community. We have some very big party offering to support us for the NFT launch if we can reach certain community goals. So right now we have a target to get about 20,000 members in our Discord. So if you guys can help us get anywhere close to that, then this is good things in all of our
Well,
future.
every social media links are posted here on our live stream right now. Down there, down on the questions, below the questions are the Facebook, Telegram, Discord, Twitch, and then Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure to support LandRocker, guys. And I think I just want to ask, what content are you producing in Twitch, sir?
We haven't done anything yet, actually. We just set up the channel. We're definitely going to host some kind of gaming content there and kind of do some live content. If we move into the tournaments in the future, we'll definitely kind of do some casting of tournaments there. I think maybe even this Friday we'll be doing an AMA with Helicon NFT, and that will include some kind of live gameplay. So maybe we'll also stream that on our Twitch. Right now, it's just kind of starting to grow it and kind of locking in the game. We haven't done anything there, but in the future, definitely after the game launches, we'll have a lot of content there. And YouTube as well, we're just starting to do kind of our own chats with the community. We did our first one about 2 weeks ago, and looking to schedule another one again. Kind of just a very casual conversation. Anybody can jump in, ask any questions. We can give them some updates on what we've been working on in the past couple weeks, and kind of just have a very, very casual chat with everybody who's interested in tuning in.
All right. And I'd like to add, I keep on remembering this question, and now I have the chance to ask this. Knowing that will the wallets be locked? And what are those wallets that will be locked? And then how long will the wallets be locked? Like the dev wallet or anything like that?
So you mean for like the release?
vesting? I guess he's talking about the vesting.
So it changes for kind of each token and each round, but the minimum for any of the team wallets, for example, is 18 months vesting. And I think off the top of my head, I think there's maybe 10% available at TGE, and then 3 months with no vesting, and then the 18 months starts. So before all of the team tokens are distributed, it's about 21 months after the TGE. So almost 2 years, kind of slow release.
All right.
And that goes the same with most of the different kind of parts of the distribution. So we kind of increase the marketing fund over time to kind of release more, because we don't want to saturate the market with too much supply. We don't want to increase that circulating supply too quickly. So all of those different segments are kind of growing slowly over time as the game progresses, instead of all of it being available and in circulation at once. It just helps us kind of control how much is out there in the market.
All right. So how about we all watch this video from YouTube, and it's gonna be muted. But the thing is, I'd like to introduce the game really to the viewers and to every one of us that is watching right now. Have a look on this actual video of what the game is looking, and what are your thoughts about it? There you go. Oh, I forgot. All right. Is this you, Sir Eric?
Yeah, that's me up there.
All right. Well, let me just go for the 1080p. All right. Let's all watch this, guys. And I hope Sir Eric won't copyright me for playing this. All right. Or the Team CGG. All right. Let's go, guys. Let's have a look and enjoy this beautiful video. Ayan.
we're going to do a little LandRocker tournament. We've got Eric here, and we're going to be giving away some Brava
Yeah, so
NFTs.
this is me up there
So
with,
the ones you saw up there, we're going to be
I think
giving
it
away
was Joe
5
from
to the winning
the
team.
Human Hunt. And they had a really crazy setup for this event. It was gorgeous.
You look at the market nowadays, there's a lot of play-to-earn games coming onto the market that they don't appeal to the average gamer. It's just a kind of quickly.
They're
throw
talking
together
about
game
hosting
that
one of
it's
these
not fun,
blockchain
it's
worlds
boring.
in the
Yeah, so we
Philippines
really want to
maybe
make
this
it
year.
it's
So
it's
definitely, if that
fun,
happens, we'll 100% come out and show off LandRocker and maybe meet some of the guys in the Team CGG family.
Yeah, there you go. Come on.
Owning the assets
We're
of the
hoping
NFTs
for
in
that
the game, as well as
to
earning
happen,
through,
sir.
Our utility token.
Oh, it is 3-3. You got one zone to
One of
get,
the biggest
guys.
comments we got from a lot of the people who managed to get in for the tournament was the controls of the rover itself. Like, it's very fluid. We worked a long time on kind of balancing that out, so you felt like you were fully in control. There's no kind of movement delay or anything, and you can really move exactly where you want to. It's very smooth. So that was the number one thing that most of the people said as soon as we asked them what they think of the game.
Nice.
And would be willing to tell you that too if we ever
Yeah, if
get the
ever.
chance.
If ever.
If
If
ever.
ever.
Of course, very soon.
We'll make it happen.
Come have a quick look. They're based in Dubai, so yeah, I'm sure they've got lots more stuff to be able to show us over the next few years.
Definitely.
I'm excited.
There you go, guys. A video from Blockchain World. That was a very good video of them. I mean, for the LandRocker too. All right. So I think that's it, partner. What do you think, partner?
Brother.
How do you feel about
I'm
the game?
very excited, brother, about this game because this is a game that is made by a gamer himself, right? So
I think AXS should be
something
much
to look
lower
forward
than half
to.
an AXS.
Wait.
because
They
most
should
of
have
the
done
people
it
right now
before
they
that.
only play a certain game
Like AXS is the government
because of
token,
the
it's the
play
token
to
for
earn
investors to
factor,
have some
not
sort
looking into the game mechanics anymore. But this one, you're gonna have to enjoy it, and you're gonna have to, of course, experience the gaming satisfaction while earning. So that's something to look forward to, brother.
It's very exciting, actually.
Yeah.
The very first thing that came into my mind when I watched that video a while ago, syempre napanood ko na yun. I watched that already. I mean, I think this is really the game for me. I'm excited for
too.
this.
Yeah.
And all the rovers and whatnot. I'm just
I'm
really
definitely
happy,
down for
and
it.
I'm here to congratulate Sir Eric and Miss Maral for having that opportunity to be part of the team, and also to somehow introduce every
To
every
the
info
Filipinos.
about it. Yeah, to the Filipinos too. Yeah.
We're excited.
All right. How about Miss Maral? Do you have any, last remarks for the viewers? Wait lang. There's a technical difficulty. Wait. I think there's a feedback, like the mic. Are you guys together, sir and madam? I mean, like, you're together in the same room right now? Hello?
Yeah, she needed her charger, so yeah,
Oh,
she joined.
that's why there's a feedback. I was hearing a feedback on my end. So thank you so much, Sir Eric and Miss Maral Fatalian and Sir Tolstoy. We're very pleased to have you
Do
as
this,
our
yeah.
guest for tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having us, and we'll definitely talk about getting you guys access for the.
Yo,
Let's go.
let's go! I'm really gonna create something like a very good content for that I'm
Me
a
too.
dancer, so I'm not gonna spoil anything. Just make sure to support Team CGG and LandRocker. Make sure to follow all of their social media accounts. It's there per a purpose. So guys,
Alright.
maraming salamat again, Sir Eric and Ma'am
Miss
Maral,
Maral.
Miss Maral. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
having
guys.
us. Thank you.
Bye,
All
guys.
right. Chat soon. See you guys.
See you, sir.
See you.
Very, very soon. Thank you so much.